Indispensable to a Japanese-style room are tatami mats. Having lived abroad for many years, I would always feel quite nostalgic for these mats. Tatami mats are commonly made with straw, but the Takumi I'll introduce to you today makes tatami mats from a surprising material. Let's find out more. We traveled to Gifu Prefecture, northwest of Tokyo. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Michelle Yamamoto.
I'm Imai. Thank you for coming.
This is our Takumi Yasunori Imai, an interior product manufacturer. The material he chose instead of straw in his tatami was Japanese cypress, a high-quality timber. We went straight in to see how Japan's very first tatami made from cypress wood is manufactured. The cypress is first placed into a wood slicer. A plane shapes the wood into thin strip-like wood chips. The wood chip strips are then spread out and compressed into shape, transforming them into the core of a tatami mat, 3 to 5 centimeters thick. This is then covered with linen. Even when sewn with thread, it doesn't fall apart, because the cypress material is tightly compressed. This is then cut to the length of a regular tatami mat. Finally, given a surface layer of rushed straw like regular tatami, it's finished.
A number of people had tried to do this, but it proved a tough challenge. My father worked on it for years, until he was finally able to produce the mats commercially.
It was 25 years ago in his father Jitsuro's time when the Takumi's company first started work to develop Cypress Tatami. This region has a strong forestry industry and boasts a wealth of Japanese cypress forest. But the timber derived from thinning the forest to foster growth is considered useless waste. Jitsuro wondered how he could make some use of the wood thinnings. He then noticed the shavings from a timber plane and started to study how he could use them instead of the straw traditionally used in tatami mats. Through a process of trial and error, he discovered that by shaving cypress chips to a thickness of 0.2 millimeters and a width of 5 millimeters, he could achieve the same elasticity in the mat as straw. But there was still work to do. He could not make the cypress a uniform thickness, and so the surface was always uneven. Then he came up with the idea of using various kinds of agitators used in other manufacturing processes. To make the agitators blow the wood that had bunched together and spread it out evenly, he refined the device over and over again. Ten years after development began, the first ever cypress wood tatami mat in Japan was perfected. The company received a rush of orders for the mats from temples and tea houses all over the country. The Cypress Tatami Mat has a very important feature lacking in conventional tatami mats.
Since its inner core is sturdy, it keeps its shape and is comfortable for sitting on your legs in the traditional Japanese posture, even for long periods of time.
It is easy on the legs because it has good elasticity and retains its smooth surface even after years of use. How durable is it then? See? Cypress wood is also said to have heat-retaining properties. and it is also well known for its superior insect resistance. 5 years ago, Jitsuro, the original innovator behind the Cypress Tatami Mat, passed away. Now his son, Yasunori, has taken over the reins. This is a tatami bed designed by the Takumi. This unique bed, which pairs Japanese tatami mats with a Western bed design, is now receiving orders from local and overseas buyers.
My father tried over and over, using various methods along the way, and gradually arrived at the tatami we see here today. I respect him for that. I learned not to give up from him. I'm currently making tatami beds, but I'm also exploring other uses. Now that I've taken over, I want to do something my father wasn't able to in his time.